Then we're going to talk about some of the exciting new products we have on the horizon, as with Q3, we'll be bringing in several new evolutions of our current products to just continue to give you that advantage. So when we talk about REC, first, going back to our history, we were founded in 1996 in Norway. Since then, we've grown to become quite an international company with all of our manufacturing now being done in our heavily automated facility in Singapore. When people ask us how many employees we have, I feel like we really need to reflect how many employees and robots we have, because that's who's doing the majority of the manufacturing. So in terms of quick stats, with over 38 million panels produced in the world, 16 million people being powered, and over 2,000 employees globally, we're on pace to do a little over 2.5 gigawatts in 2021, and we're just really excited about the continued partnership with OneSource. This is a screenshot of our factory in Singapore. One of the key things to be aware of is our vertical integration. So when we look at specifically the Alpha line, from wafers to cells to the modules, it's great that we have and control every step of that process. So again, this is really exciting to us. REC has continued to be a key driver in solar technology. When we look at our Alpha module, it's really a culmination of a lot of different techniques that we've patented over the years, and we'll go into that in more detail. From a history of REC standpoint, when we first got started in Norway with wafers being hand washed, it's pretty exciting to see how the industry's matured. We've really had a lot of different products over the years, and our focus has changed. In the early 2000s and going into 2014, 2015, we continued to really just spend a lot of time focusing on the commercial utility scale market. In 2019, when we launched Alpha, it's really the culmination of taking that technology, taking that experience, and now being able to build one of the best residential premium products available. When we talk about what makes a great product, it's not just power output, it's not just a great price point, it's really about performance, and it's about performance measured over time. So this is one of our favorite slides. This talks about our claims rate. One of the things that we really pride ourselves on is our product quality and our low warranty claims rates. Because of that, we're able to offer one of the best warranties in the market, and we'll certainly speak to that in more detail. This is something that, again, when we talk about the customer experience, this is our Net Promoter Score of 53. So to put that in perspective, some of the best, highest regarded brands out there, this is really something that we're proud of. When we look at where REC has grown, it's not just been in our products, but in our customer awareness. So for many of you on the call, you may not have heard about our products 1, 2, 3 years ago, but now we're literally a name that comes up quite often, specifically in Southern California, and that's something that we really thank OneSource and a lot of you on the call is that as you continue to work with our products, you see how it can be a better solution for your customers. All right, this is a fun slide to just give you a sense of where the industry is going. So when we talk about improvements in cell efficiency, it's not just going to be built on the same technology stacks that have got us here before. So HJT is really where the industry continues to go in terms of its ability to drive a higher efficiency cell. One of the things you can count on with REC is that we're going to continue to make advancements, is that we're going to be a product that, again, you can build a strong partnership with and be able to leverage with your customers and count on each year us continuing to innovate and be able to be at the cutting edge of what's out there. This is, again, a great slide because I think it just speaks to how we're constantly focused on how we can make our products better, how we can continue to advantage you all. And again, we're going to go into that in more detail because we've got a new round of products available this summer. This is a summary of the Alpha technology, right, in the technology stack. Again, as we talk about what makes Alpha great, there's a couple key things to hit on. One is our heterojunction cells, right? And so this is a combination of that mono N-type cell with a thin film silicate. Again, the end result is this is a better platform to build our modules off. Next, with that N-type cell, there's no light-induced degradation. This is one of the key elements in ensuring that we have such a high performance guarantee. So with our industry-leading 92.3% performance guarantee at year 25, that N-type cell, the no light-induced degradation, that's a key element to getting there. Next is our advanced cell connections. And this is with our smart wire technology. We continue to have a better way to conduct electricity on the cell. The end result is we've got a higher efficiency because of it. Down below in the bottom left, this is just a reflection of our cross bracing. And so for all of you that have worked with our products before, with our great 30mm frame, it's a really low profile, very sleek, looks really nice on the roof. And then we have two cross braces on the back that create one of the most rigid structures from a solar panel perspective in the industry. The end result is we have some of the best snow and wind loading out there, but it's also a key element in helping prevent micro cracks. That's one of the secrets to ensuring that great production guarantee at year 25. This is a technology trend that you will see, which is thinner frames, cross bracing on the back. Again, when you look at our products, a lot of what we've developed, the rest of the industry will slowly incorporate. On the right-hand side, what we see is with that high power density, we call out this high efficiency at the hottest times. This is a key part in a value add for customers in Southern California. So with our HJT platform, we have one of the best temperature coefficients in the industry at -0.26. That absolutely beats out some of our other competitors, be it Solaria, be it SunPower. So again, there's a lot of great products in the industry, but when we look at our module, when we look at the Southern California environment, this is a perfect application of where our product can outshine against the other folks. So it just really adds a lot of value in the sales process. And then some additional things to call out, and we'll speak to this more, but we've got one of the lowest carbon footprints of anybody in the manufacturing process. Our new alpha modules are lead-free. Just a lot of exciting things that we've been able to do and to develop as we can constantly look at just raising the bar to the highest in the industry. The next couple slides go into more detail about what makes our products better. This is illustrating the smart wire technology. And so when we look at this, we've increased the number of conductors on the cell. That's improved the overall resistance, which again improves efficiency. We've got a great video that illustrates this. And one of the things that I'll touch on as part of today's presentation is what sales tools you can leverage to really show our customers the best that our panels have to offer. The next thing to illustrate, this is just reflecting how that HJT cell technology is harnessing more of the available light spectrum. Again, when you think about what value our products add to customers, literally we can get more power on the roof in day one, more power on the roof of the life of the system. And be it if they're inland in Southern California with really high heat conditions, our temperature, our cells outperform the rest. If they're on a more coastal area, because we're getting more of the available light spectrum, literally our systems turn on sooner and will turn off later in the day because of that ability to harness more of the available light spectrum. And the last thing to call out is that with our Alpha Pure series, this is our 66 cell product that we're going to be talking about next. It's completely lead-free, and this is just, again, a real improvement across how manufacturing in the past has not always been perfect. We're not to say that we're perfect, but we're constantly looking at how we can drive a better product for the solar industry. So again, we're excited to be able to remove lead from our products, and this is definitely something that we look to continue to push the rest of the industry to join in on. All right. What I want to do next is highlight how the Alpha products compare against other modules in the market. This is a representation of Alpha, and we're showing the Alpha Pure. We're showing our Alpha 370 watt panel, along with several other key modules in the market. What we've done is we've standardized on system size, tilt, orientation. And so this is looking at watt per watt, how do they compare? Some of the key things that I want to call out. One, with our Alpha Pure module, right, and our Alpha 370, what you're going to see is this module produce more power on day one and more power over the life of the system because of the things that I spoke to, right? Because of that HJT platform, because of the higher production guarantees, right, that are a function of no light-induced degradation. They're a function of just, again, harnessing more of the visible light spectrum. Something else to call out that's very representative in this data is how temperature plays into production. And so when we look at how overall temperature impacts production, again, because different markets have different temperature profiles, you're going to see our module perform better than others. The key things to call out are in a market like Palm Desert or Bakersfield, again, we're going to be well above some of our other high wattage comparable products because of our HJT platform, okay? And so when we look at this, when we look at how we compare against SunPower or Solaria, again, our temperature coefficient is much better, and that's the reason for this difference in production. When we look at on the coastal side, again, because of the advantages in visible light spectrum, that also gives us that improved production. So the key thing to call out is, while all modules do have, same wattage, the actual energy produced is different. This is reflected in the different modeling tools. So if you're using tools like Aurora or Cyton or Solo, you'll see this when you're creating proposals. All right. So when we talk about our new products, this is one of my favorite slides. This is our Alpha Pure module, okay? This is going to be coming out in the September timeframe. This is a 400 watt. We'll have some 395 watt versions available as well. But it's a 400 watt 66 cell module, all right? One of the things that's really exciting is that in addition to our current Alpha technology, we're rolling out gapless cell technology. What that means is there's no spaces between the cells. So while we're adding 10% more power, the height of the module is only 6% more, meaning we're going from a same width and just 4 inches taller of our existing 60 cell Alpha module. So from an Alpha, let's say 365 black on black, it's now going to be that 400 wattage, and it's only 4 inches taller. It has the same sleek, low profile frame, all of the other great foundational components of that Alpha module. But again, because we've rolled out the gapless cell technology, our modular efficiency has improved, and we're now getting 400 watts with the exact same footprint, just 4 inches taller. That's different than other products on the market, right? Solaria makes a great product. Having personally handled these modules, they're a bit wider. They're not able to fit as many on the same stick of rail. And for a lot of homes in Southern California, due to these dimensions, you can get a better fill rate with our module. Again, Solaria makes a great product, but when we look at Alpha, when we look at a 92% performance guarantee at year 25 versus 86%, when we look at this really improved temperature coefficient, at least for the Southern California market, Alpha really shines and really is able to give you all the advantage. All right, next we'll take a look. And another key thing to call out here is supply chain integrity. So when we look at Q3, Q4 of this year, making sure that we've got availability on products, that we don't slow you down, that's a key component to what we want to drive value. And we look forward to just being a great supplier for you all. Next, I want to highlight Alpha versus LG. So LG, again, the 400 Neon R, it's a dynamite product. We're thrilled to be going up against them on a regular basis, but we still feel when we compare spec versus spec, Alpha wins every time. For starters, in aesthetics, the black on black design, it looks a lot better for Southern California homes. It's hard to find a homeowner that would prefer the black on white backsheet. It does matter when we talk to our customers. Everybody loves the savings, but if they can look at their roof and feel really proud about how it looks, it's that much better. So that's a key thing we like. Next, the ProTrust Warranty is just a great way to add value to the customer. This is our 25x3 warranty. So that's 92.3% at year 25. It's a great product warranty. So it's a 25-year product warranty, and it's our 25-year workman labor warranty. And so we'll go into that in more detail. If you're not already part of our certified installer program, please reach out to us. We can certainly give you more information so you can find out about this and be able to advantage your customers with this benefit. In terms of cost efficiency, this is a real value add. We know where the market's priced, and And we have a lot of confidence that when you look at the pricing on our 400 watt versus LG's, that you'll be able to drive the exact same performance at a better value to your customers. And then in terms of dimensions, they're very comparable. If we look up on the screen, LG's module is just 1 inch wider than ours, and ours is just a couple inches taller. So approximately the same dimensions. At the end of the day, they're both great products, but when we think about the average residential consumer, they're thrilled to be getting a better looking panel at a better price. And so again, we really feel good about how we compare to LG. Next, what I wanted to do is to talk about where the market's going. So this is going to be another really strong year. We continue to see just acceleration and growth with the new current landscape in terms of the political environment. We just will only see more continued growth in California. That does mean that with it comes different challenges. So we're expecting this summer to be another year where there's potential for product shortages. We're already seeing this on breakers, on different pieces of racking equipment. Batteries have been certainly something in high demand for a very long time. So we expect those forces to only grow in Q3 and Q4 this year. So make sure that you're talking to your distribution team, that you're talking to your one source account rep, that they know what you're forecasting so we can ensure that there's plenty of product available. Great news, we've got plenty of inventory. One source is one of our biggest distribution partners. They've done a great job of stocking up, but nobody likes surprises. So if you've got a big pipeline, make sure your account rep is aware of it, and that way they can plan accordingly and there's no issues with supply chain integrity. Next, when we look at where we are as a market, this is a pretty cool depiction of the space that residential is currently in, right? And so we've got the utility scale market, we've got the commercial market. The residential market in the US is expected to be approximately 21 gigawatts. And then within that, the residential premium space is approximately 3 gigawatts. So it really gives you all some perspective of how big the residential market is. This is just a great thing to be part of. California is, and specifically Southern California, is one of the most mature solar markets in the United States and really the world. And there's still just a ton of potential out there. So it's a great time to be in the industry. And obviously, we've got a lot of opportunity ahead. All right. So again, as we talk about where REC is going in the second half of this year, we've got a couple key things to speak to. One is our alpha module, right? So our current alpha module is at 365 watt black on black available through OneSource today. That's moving to our 400 watt module. The production starts in July with deliveries of the product arriving in September. Again, we're going to this gapless technology. It's 6% taller and 10% more power. So pretty excited there. Next, our TwinPeak. So many of you are using the TP3 325 black on black today from OneSource. So that's a great module. That module is expanded in size. And so the deliveries for this start to arrive at the end of July and into August. So I've really benchmarked around August. This is going to be an M6 size cell. So it's a slightly larger cell. It's still a 60 cell product. And the end result is we'll have a 360 watt TP4M. It's going to be the evolution of the TP3 product. And it's going to be that great black on black 360 watt high cost efficiency product. The last thing from REC is going to be on our N-Peak series. So some of you have worked with our N-Peak 325. That's also getting an upgrade. And so that's going to be called the N-Peak 2. That's going to be available likely in Q4 production starting in August. So the earliest it might be in the United States is October, November. To be determined on the timing of that. And that's going to be at 360 watts as well. Again, availability and timing on this one is to be determined, but this is certainly towards the end of 2021. All right. Next, what I wanted to do is highlight a video that's available on our website. We'll send out a link to it. I'm not going to share the video now, but this is probably one of the best marketing tools we have. So if anybody hasn't seen this video, it's a detailed review of our manufacturing process. It shows actual footage of panels being made. And it's just a great resource for overall the sales process, as well as training internally. So you're going to receive an email from us with a link to this video. And if anybody's curious, you can always visit our website and see it linked off there. Okay, the last thing that I wanted to speak to before we got to the raffle is our ProTrust Warranty. So again, this is a great way that you can advantage your homeowners with an improved warranty that's not available to everybody. It's only available to our certified installers. What this does is this gives you an additional 5-year product warranty from a 20 to a 25-year. You get that same great performance warranty, and you get a great labor warranty. And so specifically on the labor warranty, it's a 25-year labor warranty where we will reimburse you for truck rolls. The intent there is to be able to give your customers a bumper-to-bumper, best-in-class warranty. And again, if anybody's not part of this program, please reach out to your account rep or to us directly, and we'd love to give you more information so we can bring you into the program. All right, on that note, what we're gonna do is I'd love to take some questions and we'll just go from there. So feel free to use the chat functionality on the question side. Let's see if we have any things here. All right, so we've got a couple questions. I'll do this. I'll just start going through the questions now, and then please don't hesitate to ask more questions as they come through. Okay, first, thank you, Alex. What marketing materials can we use, and are we able to print marketing materials? The answer is yes. When you become part of our certified installer program, we'll send you all this information. But yes, you're welcome to leverage things from the website. There's certainly downloadable print-ready forms, or you can send a digital version. And as part of being in our certified installer program, we can actually help co-brand our marketing materials, so we can put your logo on there for easy access. Thank you, Hannah. And Hannah just pasted a link to the downloads for this. So if you look on the chat functionality, you can see that. Next, the reimbursement for the truck roll, it's $100 per module for an improved warranty claim, available up to $2,000. And so that means if there's any type of warranty claim on a module, we will reimburse, once it's an approved warranty claim, in addition to replacing the module, we will reimburse you $100 per module. The intent there is to cover, if not heavily subsidize, any labor associated, so the customer knows that they not just have a product warranty, but the labor is included. Great questions, Alex. Really appreciate that. All right. And looking at this, you know, one of the questions that came in is regards to the competitive landscape. How do our products compare to Solaria? So I had a chance to speak to that a little bit. One of the key things that we want to call out when we look at where our panels can add value is, you know, at the end of the day, the majority of customers are going solar to save money. If their goal is to work with a premium product, especially if they're trying to get the largest system size, it's really important to just drive the conversation from system size to system output, right? The efficiency of the module has a huge factor in that. High nameplate wattage is good. A high nameplate wattage backed by industry-leading performance guarantees are much better. Because most importantly, when we're showing customer savings, they're looking at those savings on year 1, year 5, year 10, right? And that's where our production guarantee really shines. You know, being a longtime member of the solar industry, I've personally helped hundreds of homeowners go solar. The vast majority of them were not just looking at year 1 savings, they were looking at year 5, year 10. They were looking at, as the cost of power goes up, their system's value is going to increase. And so the best thing we can do is give them a system that's going to give them more power at year 5 and year 10 than anybody else's. You know, so that's just a great competitive advantage. All right, next question, SunPower. SunPower is a great competitor. SunPower really helped define the premium module space. You know, for a long time, SunPower was truly the first premium module. When we look at how our panel compares to SunPower, we first want to call attention to the fact that they're both great products, right? But there's 2 key distinct advantages that our panels can add over SunPower. The first is from a performance standpoint, is that when we look at the performance, the temperature coefficient really is different. We have a distinct advantage over SunPower in high heat markets. This is reflected in the way that, when it's modeled within the tools. But if you have a very technologically savvy customer, especially if they've learned, if they're aware of SunPower, they've done their research, they're into the technology, that's great. Walk them through our spec sheet and share the videos that we'll be able to send out with you all. They really explain the technology behind it. Having been a member of the solar industry for many, many, many years, I love it when a customer is highly motivated to find the best product, because when they dig into the details with our module, they're really going to like what they see. So the first part is, we can compare and match and outperform SunPower from a performance standpoint. The next piece is, from a pricing standpoint, we're thrilled to be able to drive a level of cost efficiency that SunPower can't. So, having personally sold SunPower systems many years ago, what I would tell a customer today is, first of all, it's a great product. If you like it, you're really going to like ours. And then when we look at the cost savings, this is where we really excel. Is that when I look at how much the products cost, you can probably offer the customer a 10% larger system with our module at the same cost, or something to that effect. So again, there's real value to be had in one, being able to communicate to a customer how SunPower is a great panel, and we match them on performance, but we really beat them on cost efficiency. All right, great question. What about warranty claim rate regarding the hail damage as part of US severe hail issues? That's a very relevant question. Less relevant in Southern California, but certainly very relevant in some of our other markets, specifically Texas, Colorado. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of modules installed as part of both commercial, as part of residential, and as part of utility scale systems. So we're thrilled to be best in class on hail rating. I'll make a note of this. We've actually got a video that shows our hail testing process that's available to you all to share with customers. So we'll include a link of that. But the short answer is, how do we do? We do really well when it comes to warranty claims rates and hail. Is that we've got numerous examples in the Colorado market that has probably had some of the more severe hailstorms, where our systems have had to be removed for a roof to be replaced due to hail, not once, but twice now since they were installed over 10 years ago. We've got a number of large commercial systems in the Colorado market, and so we've got a lot of great data that's available and exposure to it, and so we can say with a lot of confidence that we do quite well there. To take it one step further, our module has continued to be identified as one of the better performing products for more adverse weather climates. Less relevant to a market like Southern California, but for example, if you go and install solar in Lake Tahoe, you're going to see a short list of products that the building department will allow due to snow and wind loading, and we're on that list. So we're pretty proud about that. But again, it's really just a function of our module design, and we've got a lot of experience building products, so we know how to do it right. Great question though. All right. Let's see, in terms of additional questions. What do I think about product shortages this summer? So it's interesting working for a manufacturer where a lot of what I do is spend time talking to other folks in the manufacturing industry, talking to the distribution networks, talking to end customers, and then paying attention to global supply chains. So unfortunately, the health of the global supply chain is not good right now. When we look at, this is all public information, right? But when we look at what the cost is on shipping, both international and domestic, when we look at even the Port of Los Angeles, container ships are literally backed up. These are all reflections of the supply chain not being at perfect integrity. The end result is there's two key things we're going to see happen. One, we're going to see the potential for costs to continue to go up. That's certainly something that we as a manufacturer have seen. The cost of copper and aluminum, just as commodities are literally 2x what they have been. We don't consume a lot of lumber in our manufacturing process, but that's up 3x. Um, so the first reflection we'll see if supply chain challenges are in cost. The second, more egregious, is in shortages, right? So we're really pleased about where we sit as far as our supply chain integrity, as far as partners like OneSource having great inventory position. But we definitely expect there to be other folks in the industry that are maybe a little bit more at risk to this. So we're expecting in Q3, Q4 this year for the industry as a whole to be experiencing product shortages, things like that. Again, we feel really good about where our position is, but I would just urge all of you to make sure that your distribution account reps know what you plan to build this summer, regardless if it's our products, which inverters it is, but make sure that you're forecasting, because at least what we see in terms of the overall industry is that this is going to be a constrained environment for sure. All right. We've got time for a couple more questions. Any other questions coming in on the line?
Hi, this is Hannah. I just saw one question come through. Can you expand on the labor warranty? What can a homeowner expect to pay and to save your labor warranty?
Great. So great call out, Hannah. So the labor warranty states that we will reimburse $100 per approved module warranty issue. So for example, if there was a problem, and one of the key things to call out is that this is 25 years for the life of the system and transferable to multiple homeowners. So as part of our process, when you offer this, we have a web-based portal where you can log in, input the customer's information, their name, system size. It takes about less than 5 minutes to register a system, and then it will generate a PDF that you can either keep for your records or you can give to the customer, and that's something that they can keep with their system. And again, that's a 25x3 warranty. The labor component specifically is we will reimburse you $100 per module. So if you have an approved claim, it's not a reimbursement to the customer, but it's a reimbursement to you. And again, the goal is that way you can offer that service at no charge. So some companies, for example, I recently had a washing machine, the dryer went out. The dryer was under warranty, but the service call still cost me $90. This way, you can be able to offer that service call or any of that labor associated with it free of charge to the customer. All right. Well, while we wait for any other questions to come in, Hannah, should we do the raffle?
Sure. Yeah. Shelly, can you pass the screen share over to me?
I'm working on it. Hold on one second. I'm trying.
Okay, great.
There we go. Sorry.
All right, awesome. So we have got everyone's name here on this awesome raffle wheel. And this is to win a Yeti Tundra 45 cooler. So really exciting prize valued at $300. We'll go ahead and spin the wheel and see who our grand winner is.
Hannah, there's a problem. I don't see my name on this.
All right, congratulations, Rose, with Amerigreen Solar. Congratulations. I'll be sending your info over to Shelly she'll be reaching out to you to get your address and shipping information. So congratulations.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Gabe and Hannah, for such a great presentation. And thank you everyone for attending today's webinar. OneSource will be offering supplier training webinars every month, so be on the lookout for more information. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.
Thanks, everybody.